Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our episode 2 of Caffeinated Combos with Lauryn. Happy Monday. How are you doing? Let's get into some freaking things. First off, I want to give a warm welcome to everyone that is new here. I started doing these on Patreon and decided to move them over to YouTube. This is basically a place for me to talk about whatever I want to talk about. Maybe it's politics, music, things that happen throughout my week. And this is a perfect way for us to connect, get to know each other a little bit better, and we can discuss a lot of different topics in the comments. Some of the things we're going to be touching on today, we're going to be talking about SZA, Taylor Swift in a future collab, perhaps. We're going to be going over Young M.A's ex-girlfriend and how she was sort of exploited. We're going to go over the viral TikTok guy, and you guys all know who I'm talking about. We're going to go over the industry plant Doechii claims, Chappell Roan mentioning Beyonce and new music for Chappell Roan, new eras, Tate McRae, a potential takeover, I don't know. Ethel Cain's new album coming at the end of this year. Miley Cyrus announced a new album coming this year as well. We had that Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. And then we're going to be talking about emotional intelligence in relationships. But before we get into anything, I do want to leave you guys with a simple question just to think about, that you can comment later on after finishing this episode. Which song best describes your life right now? It could be the lyrics, it could be the feeling that the song gives you, it could be the production choices. Personally, right now, I feel like the song that describes me in my life currently would be Man in the Garden by Kendrick Lamar, just because I've been doing a lot more introspective work, I feel like, and just a lot of manifesting, and that song really resonates with me. I feel like the peace and the tranquility of it all, and what Kendrick really spoke about in that song is things that I've been kind of thinking about and pondering. So yeah, that would be my choice. Let me know what yours is. Okay, let's get into some things. First thing I wanted to talk about is SZA and Taylor Swift. A potential collab. I don't know. SZA went on Jennifer Hudson's show, if you guys don't know, and basically told Jennifer Hudson this.
For at the Grammys together as well, do you guys exchange advice? Do you get inspired by each other? How does that work?
Girl, that's Taylor Swift. I don't know her.
Girl, you SZA!
No, it's so interesting to me. Every time she walks up to me or approaches me, I'm always like, all right, this is happening because that's fully Taylor Swift. But I think what I mentioned that I would love to write with her and love to build some things together. I love her storytelling.
Yeah.
And she was open to it. So I think she's awesome. And I have so much respect. She's so bossed up.
We want to hear that. What would that be
cheered.
like? That would be amazing.
Yeah, that absolutely would be amazing. I would be 100% here for a SZA and Taylor collab. But what does that look like? What does that sound like? I feel like both of them are very good songwriters, that we all know. I think they could write a very good track. I feel like the songwriting might be a highlight of a SZA and Taylor track. And I feel like the feeling of the track could be, a lot of the things we get in Taylor's music and SZA's music is a lot of breakup songs and a lot of love songs and just dealing with that, navigating, your feelings through that. So I feel like that's something that they could kind of tap into together, especially on the songwriting aspect of it. The thing that I keep pondering is sonically, what would that sound like? And I truly don't know. Would it be a little bit more more sounding? Would it be Control, SOS? Would it be more like a Tortured Poets or Midnights? Would it be a little twangy? I have no clue. But I feel like both artists are very versatile within, playing with genres and soundscapes and things like that. So I feel like it could work, I would be here for it 100%. I mean, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of both artists. So yeah, I would definitely be here for that. But let me know what you guys think about that. And also, how do you guys think it would sound? What are your theories on that? Could it be just a one-off single? Could it be maybe something for a soundtrack on one of their albums? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Next up, I wanted to move on to this clip of Young M.A. If you guys didn't know, Young M.A is a rapper and songwriter from New York City, and she had some clips shared about her. I'm not going to share the clips on my channel, but if you just search it up, you will be able to find the video that I am talking about. Basically, what happened was someone that Young M.A was dating ended up posting her at a very low, vulnerable state. Young M.A was sick at the time due to alcohol and over drinking. And this person, they are no longer together. This person thought it would be a good idea for them to post this vulnerable moment. And I guess to prove a point that they are always there for them, that I don't know. I don't know what the point was, but the point was missed, girl. But here is what Young M.A had to say about it.
Somebody I, once upon a time was with, posted me in the hospital at a vulnerable moment. Something that I've owned already. It's been 2 years. That was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? I had an unfortunate situation in my life. And I got sick. I got really sick. You understand? It's not really too much to say on it. It's something I already spoke about. You feel me? I got a whole music video talking about it. Something I express in my music often. You know what I mean? I'm a human. We go through things. We make mistakes. You feel me? I just didn't expect this person to do that. But, it is what it is.
And I feel like this is very heartbreaking, because can you imagine you're sharing something, a piece of you with someone very close to you that you love and respect and that shows you loyalty, to turn around years later and do this to you and sort of betray you and kind of throw, the love, respect, and help that you got from this person back into your face. And I feel like that's just such a low thing to do, whether you guys fell out in the worst way possible or not. I just don't think that is it's not honorable. I'm sorry, it's not honorable, and it crosses lines of respect and privacy, which I don't know if that's what she was going for, but yeah, that kind of sucks. But moving on. The next thing I wanted to get into is this freaking influencer, this morning routine viral TikTok influencer. I know you guys have seen the clips. Maybe it's on Twitter, TikTok, whatever. It's floating around. It's this guy that basically developed this morning routine, and I'm just gonna let you guys watch it. Does this not feel performative to everybody? I feel like we have lost the plot completely. And I feel like posts like this is the reason lifestyle bloggers and vloggers get such a bad rep, is because nobody does this. This isn't real, bro. This is not your morning routine. This is not a realistic morning routine, because one, all mornings don't look the same. No matter who you are, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel differently than you did the day before. Every week doesn't look the same, every month, every year. So every day, every morning doesn't look the same. Some days you might not want to put your face in an ice bucket of water. I don't know. But this kind of opens up the conversation of these, fitness influencers or lifestyle influencers selling you guys this and selling you guys like, hey, if you go to the gym and do this, you'll get my body. If you do these steps and follow this morning routine, you'll have my life, or you'll have the things that I have. And that's just such a load of bullshit. And it doesn't exist, and they're just trying to sell you something. It's capitalism at its finest, and it's marketing at its finest, and it just sets up unrealistic expectations for the people that are watching your videos. And I also just want to know the point. What's the point in all the steps that he did? Like, what was the point of jumping in the pool? What was the point of, all of those things? I feel like to incorporate those things here and there, have a sort of a balance within your life. Maybe you do some of those things every week. Every morning though, dude, I don't know. Because a lot of those things he had in the video are beneficial. I feel like he literally just went on ChatGPT and typed in millionaire morning routine and combined every literal thing that they told him to do and compacted it in one video and uploaded it for you guys. I saw that Saratoga, which is a brand that I actually drink all the time. So when I seen people going out to buy the Saratogas and stuff, I was like, maybe I should switch my brands for a little bit. But I saw Saratoga's sales skyrocketed after this video. And it just got me thinking also just about how creators need to do better at showing brands. I feel like when you do things like that and you show the brand name, you give free promo. And you could have made so much off of a sponsorship with Saratoga, but you didn't block out any labels. You wanted people to see the brand, and that's where you lacked. If you are an influencer out there or any type of content creator, hide your brands. Please hide them if you can. Some things are just super, super recognizable. But if you also just have a following millions of followers, hide your brand. I didn't think I would need to say that on a podcast where not even 35,000 people are listening, but here we are. But yeah, that clip, it had me laughing all week with like the recreations and just everything surrounding it. Anyways, let's move on. We're going to talk industry plants and how people keep assuming Doechii is this industry plant. I don't understand the concept behind people thinking that, because if you go back to Doechii's earlier career, you can see her rise to fame. It was documented. You can go back and see that she was a YouTuber while being an artist in the works. You can go back and you can look at her earlier music and how long that's been around. Just because someone gets their flowers one year does not equate to them being an industry plant. And I feel like this is a conversation that comes about with every single new artist that, has a rise to fame. We had talks about it with Chappell last year, and now Doechii's, the next hot thing. So of course people are going to throw that around. I do feel like we use that term a little bit too loosely, if I'm honest. I feel like it diminishes all of the artists' hard work, and I just don't think people realize what it actually means. An industry plant is basically the industry forming an artist for the public to make money off of them. If you listen to Doechii's music, you can clearly see how many times this could easily be debunked in her mixtape alone, Alligator Bites. That mixtape alone, she talks about how labels want her to do this and that, and how she wants to go in a different direction and do things for the art and things that are just for her. So with that, with her YouTube channel and her earlier works, where's the planting? 11K first week? That's a plant? No, that's called an artist making great fucking work, putting it out for us to hear, and then her receiving the flowers for said work. The reason why Alligator Bites did 11K only in first week is because she wasn't an industry plant. And nobody was listening to Doechii. She had a very small following at the time. So that's why the numbers were low. But once traction started being gained around the mixtape, post following the Grammys and post the release of the initial mixtape, it blew up in the most organic way possible. I don't think she's a plant. I never thought Doechii was a plant. This is one of the most authentic rises to fame that I've seen in a very long time, if I'm being honest. And even if she was a plant, who gives a fuck? Let's move on. Chappell Roan. I took some time out of my day to watch Chappell Roan's Call Her Daddy interview. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only got about halfway through. But it's one of my favorite interviews that Chappell Roan has done, if I'm being honest. And on the podcast, she was just talking about her rise to fame and her upbringing, where she's headed. I still got to finish the video, which I'm excited to do later today. But one of the things that she did say was about Beyonce. You guys know Beyonce is one of my favorite artists. Beyonce is my favorite artist of all time. So to hear Chappell Roan, who was also one of my favorite artists of last year, say this about Beyonce, I absolutely was screaming inside, and this is what she had to say.
I think their music taste says a lot.
What would turn you off?
Like, if someone doesn't like Beyonce, I'm like, that says a lot more than what I need. You know what I mean?
And I love that because, yeah, Chappell, you're so right. Being not liking Beyonce, being a Beyonce hater is a turnoff. She said it. But this also got me thinking, like, what is next for Chappell? Like, we just got a new single. But other than that, where's Chappell headed? What is the sound that she's going to produce? Are we getting an album this year, or is it coming 2026? My prediction would be the summer. I think we are going to get a second Chappell Roan project this summer, 2025. And I think it is going to knock people's socks off once again. But I think it's not going to be our, traditional pop that we heard from Chappell. I think it's going to be sort of a mixed bag. I think it's going to have some singer-songwriter on there, and I think she's going to shy away from the whole like Midwest theme, but I think it's going to be a big ass genre blend, if I'm being honest. I think she might release something in the, you know, in the world of like The Great Impersonator by Halsey. I could see that happening. So yeah, I would be super excited to see like a big ass genre blended album. Those are some of my favorite albums, and I kind of want to see her tackle a concept album. That would be super dope from Chappell, and I feel like that's something that we could see within her career, but you know, in terms of what's next, that would be very, very cool to see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what's in store for Chappell next. Hopefully we get another single soon. I wasn't the biggest fan of The Giver. Like, I liked some aspects of it, but it wasn't for me entirely. You can go watch my reaction to that on Patreon now. But yeah, whatever she decides to do next, I will be totally here for it. Speaking of eras, let's talk about Tate McRae. Congratulations on the success and the freaking #1 album, Tate McRae. So Close to What. You guys can watch my reaction to So Close to What on Patreon, but I absolutely loved that album, and it got me just thinking about Tate McRae as a whole and who Tate McRae is to the public. You know, what's her identity? Who is her fan base? And I feel like we could be seeing a Tate McRae takeover in the coming years. I think with each release, she's honed in and polished so much more from each prior release and stepped more into her songwriting, hand selecting productions and beats, and it's just amazing to see. I've been enjoying my Tate journey, and this new album is nothing short of amazing. I would love to see Tate do more collaborations, if I'm being honest. And honestly, I don't know. I feel like for her tour, I might be going to her tour for the So Close to What tour. I really, really like that album. It just felt super nostalgic to me as a OG pop and R&B lover. But yeah, I love the way that she's been polishing, you know, her artistry as a whole, and I cannot wait to see what she does next. Hopefully she polishes it a little bit more, because I feel like Tate has a sound, but I feel like right now Tate's sound can sometimes be drowned out by other sounds that we've heard before. And I really hope she can take the nostalgia aspects out of a lot of those things and then put in, you know, that Tate McRae that we all know and love. But yeah, let me know what you guys think is next up for Tate. I don't know if she is going to be like doing anything else soon. I doubt it, because she just released an album that went #1, and she also is going on tour. So I doubt it, but yeah, Tate, I love you. Speaking of releases, we have a new Ethel Cain album coming later this year. Ethel Cain announced a new album and tour, mind you. This is a sequel, I believe, to Preacher's Daughter. And honestly, I cannot wait for this. I'm going to be getting into Golden Age this month on Patreon, which I'm super excited to just continue, you know, all of Ethel's albums. I wonder if it's going to have the same sounds as Preacher's Daughter, because I haven't heard the other two albums, but I wonder if she's going to have, you know, some of those churchy themes in there. Is it going to be more poppy, more rocky? I don't know. And I did miss the tour ticket, so if anyone has a resale ticket, please let me know, because I really would love to see her live. I don't know. It's literally sold out for my show. So if you have a Philadelphia ticket for September, let me know, please. But yeah, I love Preacher's Daughter. It's probably one of my favorite reactions I've done, and one of my favorite albums I've heard. And it just like sat with me for so long. And that's why I waited so long to even do another Ethel album, because it was just so heavy, but in the best way possible. It wasn't like oh, this is like too much for me to take in. It just was like whoa, I just unlocked, you know, Pandora's box or something. That's how it felt a little bit. I've thought about filming a second listen after, you know, deep diving on the lore, which I have not done yet. So maybe that's something I can do for Patreon specifically. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this new upcoming album from her. Are you guys excited? Do you not care? And also drop some theories in the comments. Speaking of more releases, we got a Miley Cyrus new album release announcement. I'm so excited for this. If you guys didn't know, Miley Cyrus announced a brand new album coming this year, 2025. My reaction for that will definitely be up. I'm also getting into Endless Summer Vacation on Patreon this month, so go join that family. But man, what are we gonna get into? Is it gonna be pop? Is it gonna be country? Is it gonna sound nostalgic? Is it gonna be rock? What is it gonna sound like? Who's gonna be featured? Are we getting a Beyonce feature? Are we getting a Noah Cyrus feature? I don't know. I don't have much theories on this album for Miley because this would only be the second album I'll hear because I listened to Bangers through and through so many times. But I haven't heard any other Miley Cyrus album all the way through. So I'm excited to be diving into Miley now. Loved what she did on Cowboy Carter and obviously loved Hannah Montana. Like any Miley albums I heard, but not like post Bangers era. I haven't heard. Oh wait, no, I did hear Dead New Pets, Bangers, and I'm about to listen to Endless Summer Vacation. But yeah, drop your theories in the comments. Would love to hear them if we have any smilers on the channel. The next thing I wanted to talk about was Eternal Sunshine and Brighter Days Ahead. Now, while up until this point of filming this podcast, I have not saw the movie, but I am literally watching it right after I get done filming this. So by the time you see this, that reaction will be up on Patreon and that will not be coming to YouTube. But that deluxe, dude, was so freaking good. Dandelion, Past Life, Twilight Zone, Hampstead. Like, we got some cutthroat energy from Ari. We got Blackiana back. There was just so much compacted in that deluxe, and honestly, there were a lot of songs in there that I liked more than the standard album. I'm so proud of Ariana. Like what I said, you guys can go watch that reaction. I could use new Ariana music all day, but I just love the introspection. I love the ties back into the movie and how well she articulated her emotions, the cutthroat energy. We had Blackiana back in the mix. It was just incredible, honestly. And I've been such a huge fan of Ari for so many years now, and I'm just super proud of her. But let me know how you guys like that album, or deluxe, I should say. The last thing I wanted to show you guys and kind of chat about was emotional intelligence in relationships. And I want to play this clip of Benny Blanco, talking to and about Selena Gomez.
I had to find a way to build that trust with her, not make it feel overbearing and make it feel real and make her actually believe it, and vice versa. Like, I know that she fully if I say, hey, I'm just going to do this today, there's nowhere in her mind that's thinking that. And if for any chance that I always told her, I said, it's okay. If you have moments of doubt in something, in a feeling, always talk to me and I'll talk you through anything that you may have. If you say, hey, I know this is a crazy thing, I just had a dream and I woke up from this dream and I was upset. Sometimes she'll just say, like, please tell me I can trust you, or please tell me you're not doing anything stupid. And I say, you can call me anytime you want. And I'm aware of her strengths and I'm aware of her weaknesses. And what I try to do is surround her with a lot of things to help her. So if she's away and I have to go to a dinner, then a party, then this thing, then that thing, it's a simple text in between each thing that says, hey babe, I'm going to this next thing, I'm thinking about you. Hey, where couples, where it starts to hit is when they miss that text. They don't call the person. They wait until the next, like, it's just like, I know what she needs to succeed. So I'm going to help her succeed. I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to hit her up. And she doesn't need a lot. She's like the easiest person in the world. But I know, yeah, she wants to talk to me before she goes to bed. She wants me to say, I love you. She wants me to text her if I wind up having to stay somewhere 2 hours late. Just a simple, take out your phone and done.
I feel like this is such an important thing for your partner to be expressing, because emotional intelligence is one of the biggest things I feel like is lacked in people. Yes, you can get a higher education. Yes, you can graduate high school. Yes, you can read, do all these things. But being emotional intelligent just requires that extra step of understanding humans and how, other people work, but also how you work yourself and how those personalities and traumas and stories all blend together. And what Benny was talking about was basically knowing her enough to know what she needs and know what she doesn't. And I feel like that's such an important thing for your partner to know, because there are going to be times that sometimes you may not be able to express exactly how you're feeling. And you would want your partner to just be like, oh no, I already got it. Like, I already know, you might need some reassurance today. I already know that even though I tell you every day, I might just tell you 2 times that you look beautiful today. It's like those little things that are going to keep the relationship at a high that I feel like most people tend to start to forget about along the way. And I love that Benny, spoke about this publicly, because I feel like a lot of this type of content coming from men should be highlighted in the media. And, I love this for Selena. She hasn't had the best dating life, over the years, but I think Benny is probably good for her, you know, just based on the things that I've seen. Obviously, we don't know these people personally. I loved what he said about, you know, that. And I feel like that was in a very emotional, intelligent response. And you can just tell how much that meant to Selena. And you know, all of us want a partner like that. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that and any of these conversations that we kind of open up today. Let me know which topic resonated with you the most. You can always come back to this video and leave a comment with what you want me to talk about and dive into next week. All those videos that I mentioned will be over on the Patreon. Go follow my TikTok and my Instagram if you want to see more of my beautiful face. Go join that Discord. And if you're even thinking about subscribing, you're already here. So you might as well stay for a while. See you guys next Monday.